Hello and welcome. I am Cindershadow, and today we're going to talk about the release of Kamigawa Neon Dynasty and a few other things because there's been some earnings reported from Hasbro. I'm going to look into this because a lot of things are looking kind of sus to me at the way things are going. Now, obviously, Kamigawa hasn't released yet, but they have the pre-release this weekend, and I'm filming this on the weekend. I can't attend because of my recent infection that I had, and not like I go out there right now to attend it anyway because of the current restrictions that are still in place in my area. Now, what is going on? Kamigawa, it's this new neon dynasty, cybertronic, sort of cyberpunk and futuristic sort of deal. It looks like the Phyrexians have taken hold in it. I'm not entirely sure what's going on in it, but let's start with the earnings that Hasbro has done. The reason why I am starting with the earnings is because this is a massive number. This number being almost $1 billion coming out of Wizards of the Coast now. So Wizards of the Coast sold over 950 million in tabletop games, and Hasbro as a company pushes their revenue over 1 billion for the first time. This is a mind-boggling amount of money. I am not surprised in the least bit. However, how did they get there, and is it all real? That is the biggest thing that I bring up. You can post as much money, as much earnings as you want. Your shareholders will eat it up because you're spending the money to get there. And I gotta say, when it comes to the amount of new Magic the Gathering product, this is no surprise to see. When it comes to the way they're monetizing Magic the Gathering Arena with styles and now alchemy as another subset of the game, where they're forcing you to drop $20, $30, $40 on the game just so you can play it and have a level playing field. Yes, I was playing Arena as a free-to-play player. I recently quit because I saw the writing on the wall, and the game has gone, if you're not dropping at least $20 a month in the game, you're not going to have a fun time in the game. That is my personal view on the game, and that is indicative of the way that their spending has really gone too. And then you offset all the new Magic the Gathering sets. This is a company that went from 2 or 3 sets a year, then they pushed it to 4 sets a year, once a quarter we saw a set, and now we're seeing 6, 7, 8 sets a year, just in all of these different ones. You got Jumpstart. I still believe Jumpstart is a very great way to enter the game, and it's a very innovative way to produce starter decks. However, the way that they push them and the way that they put in these cards that are worth like $100 right now is ridiculous, and that's not where starter decks should be. A starter deck should make it available to everyone. The price points on these things went through the roof because they put in a little bit too much power into these decks, so it makes it very difficult. However, if they don't put the power in them, they don't get the revenue back out of it, and that's why they do these things. Now, how does this break down? 952 in tabletop, powering 1 billion in sales. That's Hasbro. Total analysis, tabletop games accounted for 74% of the 1.3 billion sales in the segment of 2021. Now, you got to remember, this is a company that used to do like just Monopoly as their #1 thing, and now Magic the Gathering is a completely different scenario. Once again, the importance of Wizards of the Coast and Hasbro profitability was viable in the results of the digital gaming segment portion, as operating profit $547 million for the year. I think they can afford to start paying their developers a little bit more money. Generally, Wizards of the Coast is 30% undervalued when it comes to the employees that are in their marketplace. So they're making $1 billion. I think they can step up that rate for the employees quite a bit more, and you will attract better talent then, and things smooth out. But this has been a company that has been cutting corners for far too long, and it's going to bite them in the ass. This segment drove Hasbro growth to 42% sales increase in 2021. A 42% sales increase in 1 year for a tabletop gaming situation and digital aspect. You can't ride that every year. That bubble is going to burst. And when that bubble bursts, I tell you, it's going to come crashing down hard. Hasbro reported $6.4 billion in total revenues up for the year, up 17% from 2020. So okay, so revenues passed $1 billion for the first time, yet $6.4 billion in total revenues up from 2020. So I don't get how this is being worded then. Digital gaming also prosaic, what? 18% in Q4. So digital gaming went up 18% with the introduction of Alchemy, with total gaming across the company down -1%. So digital gaming grew by 18%, and that is approximately when Alchemy went into Magic the Gathering. Most of us that saw what was going on, we abandoned ship. We said, no, we're not part of this. And it seems everyone else that's playing it is eating up the gambling aspect and eating up wanting to play these things, which, you know what, if that's your case, then go do it. Looking ahead, Hasbro is expected for big things with the Magic the Gathering animated series, which the Russo brothers were originally doing, and they've abandoned ship. I don't know how. I don't have much faith in the show. I have to tell you that. Dungeons and Dragons live action movie in 2023. We'll see where that goes. At $2.1 billion and 19% year-over-year growth, Hasbro is one of the biggest, fastest growing game publishers in the world, which is 100% true right now. Now, this is also the company that is sort of being marred by the TSR stuff, but the TSR stuff, I tell you, Wizards of the Coast is just going to push that aside. It's going to be nothing. Now, with the release of Kamigawa Neon Dynasty, they've got a couple things here. They've got an actual trailer that's come out. The trailer's visually interesting to look at. It really reminds me of a cyberpunk-ish. It doesn't feel like Magic the Gathering to me at all. It feels like a digital realm. You know, maybe this is more the arena style digital crowd, but I don't see it. Like, this is a very neat effect with the deer and the cherry blossoms on his antlers. But does this look like Magic the Gathering to you? Does this remind you of Magic the Gathering? Kamigawa was a very East Asian or Japanese style inspired culture for the game, and I tell you, this little bit here, there's one part here, this part here, where they say, and we glow. Fly higher, and we glow. Like, I'm sorry, but that, to me, is just cringe. Telling us that you glow as characters in the game of Magic the Gathering with this neon cyberpunk sort of stuff, it doesn't feel like Magic the Gathering. However, I have to say, the game, Kamigawa Neon Dynasty, looks like it's going to add enough power and level and make it actually a very fun experience. I just don't see it coming out of this trailer. This is no War of the Spark trailer. The War of the Spark trailer, to me, was a pinnacle point in Magic the Gathering history. I thought that took the game to a next level, but this is kind of more still shot animation in it. It's not very smooth. It's just when ultimately it's a still shot and they're just showing it at different angles and then adding these neat visual effects to it, which makes it really pop, but it doesn't really, to me, make it look like the game. Like, it doesn't make me want to play the game. Also, while I was editing, I'm throwing this in there in the middle. I just want to point out here, there's some stuff here that does not make any sense with this trailer. One in particular, they have 2.8 million views on this trailer and 5.9 likes. Why am I not seeing... Here we go. And in 421 comments. That, to me, strikes me as very odd. That many likes on a video, or that many views on a video that came out on the 10th, 2 days ago. This is the 12th that I'm filming this. and only just under 6K likes. This doesn't make sense to me. Usually when you see that much, like if we go and look at the War of the Spark trailer, War of the Spark trailer, I believe that one's got 18 million views, if I remember. Let's pause that. 13.6 million views and 103,000 likes. Where is the difference? Where is the gap? You go from 6,000 likes to 103 in 3 million in 10 million views suddenly? Something doesn't make sense here. Also, how many comments are on this trailer? 12,209 comments. There's something that does not make sense with the way that trailer, the numbers for the trailer don't make any sense. The bigger part of the story here is this music video that came out by Hatsune Muki. I don't know this. I believe it's a anime artist where it's a name that's been built up and you can see the sleeves below me. Those are through Ultra Pro. And this is its own music video for the game, but they repeat the same sequences over and over again. And to me, I think they could have animated this a lot more with the idea of this trailer. I think the two could have went together, and these were brought out days apart. So I found it very strange. Yes, the music video goes from the website of, or the page of Hatsune, right? But then on the Magic the Gathering side of things, they do this other trailer ultimately. So this is a lot more of this still sort of shot, right? You can, and then they're like throwing magic cards down, which is neat. You kind of can't really pause to see any of the cards, but it was very strange to me. It was something that I don't get it. I get the anime stuff. It's very neat. I like the anime waifu scene. I like all of that anime stuff. But this mixing with Magic, with the Japanese style culture is great, but it doesn't feel like Magic the Gathering to me. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Have yourselves a great day. I hope you found this informative. If you did, like and subscribe. Let me know down below what you thought of Kamigawa Neon Dynasty.